Okay, the most interesting thing I found in this play would be when Pentheus climbed the mountain and was dressed as a woman, and that's kind of weird because he's a dude, but he was doing that so he wouldn't get caught, but he got caught, and yeah, he got killed. End of story. But, anyways, two values that I saw in the play would have to be respect and justice because Pentheus was the king, so he feels that he deserves the utmost respect from anyone, and if you do not respect him, he will have you killed or he will turn you into a slave. He also respected his grandfather. He said that if anybody does anything to him, tell him because he will punish them. Pentheus did not respect Dionysus, so he was killed. Um, as for justice, Dionysus values justice. If you don't believe in him, if you don't follow him, if you don't worship him, he will have you killed. He punished Pentheus by killing him. He punished him by destroying his home. He set his mom's house aflame or something like that. And he punished his grandfather by turning him into a serpent. So yeah, Dionysus would not take anything. The questions I circled was Bacchae. I did not know what that means. Turns out it means joy cry. And if you worship Dionysus, obviously you'll be yelling out Bacchae for calling out for joy. How are women represented? How were old people represented who had the power? Women were inferior in the play because Pentheus called them his slaves. At one point, there was a battle on top of the mountain against men and the women. The women overpowered the men, which everyone thought was crazy because they thought they were inferior. Old people were given some respect by Pentheus because he said he would had what's the person's name? Terry. I can't pronounce. It starts with a T. I would have them and his grandfather chained up if they didn't have gray hair. Who has the power? Dionysus has the power. He had control over the women. He made them do what he wanted them to do. He had Pentheus killed. I mean, he could do anything. Why is Elvis on the cover? I am not for certain why Elvis is on the cover. I don't know much about Elvis. But as for two questions, my two questions would be, why would Dionysus punish Cadmus if he was going with Tiresias, I can't pronounce that name, to the mountain to worship him in the beginning? Because if you remember in the beginning, he said they were going to take a journey and walk to the top of the mountain. And also, why would Pentheus never believe in Dionysus after everything that's happened?